Chinese. You know that they were supposed to be in Malaysia today. Malaysian FA balked at the high demands. £2 million plus was the reported figure. Finally, we're going to see some football. Some 15 minutes after the scheduled start time. It's Thailand in red who get us underway. Against the superstars in all white from Real Madrid, looking to make it 4 wins out of 4 on their tour of the Far East. Tired.
Reasonable position for Jussa to get the ball in, but I don't think they had any real targets to hit, and overcrowded there in a good position, sort of went begging.
Zidane just kept his balance, but wasn't helped by a nudge from behind by Isawa.
Pace, but early sort of moments for me, Somjet seems to be a little bit overpowered by the 2 bigger Real Madrid centre-backs.
Welcome to Celades. Interesting to see him play at right back. I've never seen him play there before with his time at Barcelona and Celta Vigo. 4-0 win over the China Dragons select team. Coming on a substitute. Zidane. It's good, great debt of gratitude to Francisco Parbon for covering him.
Well, as Kiati-Suka really should have done better. He had their option of just rolling the ball slightly to his right hand.
Connection to the ball. Zidane beautifully flighted over. Portillo was trying to get in there. All around now. Tap losing out. And that is a foul and will be a free kick. And puts it down expertly. He was off balance. It would help us enormously if they could stick to formation.
Yeah, we know where they're going to pop up. But just seeing that it was a very difficult ball for Zidane to bring down. By the time the ball was down at his feet, he was then sort of crowded out. There isn't enough money around to prize him away from Real Madrid, but very frustrating for a guy of his calibre that he doesn't have a regular place in the lineup. But people like Ronaldo, Raul.
There's Morientes weaving his way into the area, and Portillo scores the first goal. David Beckham to take a short one to Zidane. A rare lack of control from Zinedine Zidane. Will
how it's all looking for him at Real Madrid, I would say.
Really hope he does get on today. Thai public very keen on anything to do with Liverpool. Charging into an opponent as well as into the penalty.
But he was available way before Beckham played the ball out to him. It did take a little bit of time to get the ball out to Portillo.
Here's Roberto Carlos. And Roberto Carlos does square it. It's Morientes. Well saved, and then this coach is multilingual. He speaks 5 or 6 languages.
I think when you're out there on the pitch and you don't need too many words of foreign language.
Did you learn Flemish when you're in Belgium? You can tell me that in a minute, David. Here's Zidane. You never know what will happen when he's on the ball. Roberto Carlos back to the conductor, as David Pleat likes to call him, and then Roberto Carlos, outrageous touch to Beckham. Can he deliver? And it's just poked wide by Morientes.
That must be very disappointing for Steve McManaman. You know, so many players have had a run out in these 4 games. Not to get any sign of action. I think it was Choktui was coming in as the sweeper, and he was
by Niwet. Towards Raul, he's let it run to Zidane. Now it's back for Raul. Off target.
And Raul is very much a part of that, and certainly Zidane is a great part in.
Zidane. Roberto Carlos. Side of the foot, lazily, easily stroked to Solari. Towards Zidane. Solari wants it back. Zidane gets it back. And just outfoxes himself, it would seem there. One step over too many. Wonderful player to watch, as always.
Oh, he's superb to watch at his best, Zidane, and that little drag over that not seen too many players attempt. I mean, generally out.
To its biggest claim to fame, of course, he has scored the winning goal in a European Cup final. Aston Villa against Bayern Munich back in 1982.
Can't take that away from him.
For Guti. Have just joined us for the end of this game. Real Madrid lead Thai national team by 2-1 for Tio and Morientes on the score sheet. Winnipeg back to 1-1 at one stage. David Beckham has figured from the start once again. He was replaced just after Thailand equalised. Another tidy game from the England captain. Nothing too foul. Kosi in the goalkeeper.
Well, good effort by Solari.
Delivered. Useful cross as well. Roberto Carlos, cool as you like. On the chest, back to the goalkeeper. The Thai player putting pressure on him. He seemed to be Roberto Carlos. Zidane. Easily past his man. Chance for a Zidane goal. Tried to square it instead. It's one thing we have lacked on this tour, a goal from Zinedine Zidane.
I don't think he makes that his real effort in matches. He likes to produce all the trick lay goals on. He doesn't really seem to want to score as many goals. He should do a little bit more. I think he might have a reasonable claim for a penalty here. Did look handball from a distance.
Maybe. Didn't claim too loudly. Back at a replay of that foul and plenty of excitement in the crowd. Manager's defence and Cesar Sanchez in goal, forced into some work.
The ball just going over the head of Sutty, who perhaps was sort of hanging back a little bit too far.
A few gasps and groans from the crowd. This fan club might have just diminished a little. Zidane. He's gone for goal, you know.
I think he's shown signs of a little bit of tiredness now, Zidane. He's been on all the game. Just look a little bit weary, doesn't he? Probably
the first full game he's played.
Yeah. He'll be glad that it's all over, I think.
But Thailand do manage to make it finish in a tie. And they're not going to, because there is the full-time whistle. Real Madrid have made it 4 wins out of 4 on their tour of Asia. This one has been the most difficult